Make sure you stick around to the end of the video for a big Marvel-sized surprise cameo. Have fun. Hey everybody, Overwatch 2 is finally out and I just want to harness the heat and energy generating off of this game. I'm a big fan of the Overwatch franchise and excited to play Overwatch 2. I have a lot to say about this game and a lot to say in general. So please sit back and allow me to just tickle your brain just a little bit. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Like made a few little triangles and squares and those want to identify in between. When Overwatch 2 was announced, I didn't think it was necessary. It was like making an Apex 2 with new maps, heroes, and a nice hand mode. It's pretty much the same game except it just spanked with a big whopper size 2 on it for dramatic effect. I don't know why they didn't just update the game. It really ruffled my little truffles, but even with that said, a week before its release, I caught myself clenching up my toes from all the pre-excitement due to anticipation hearing about it all the way in freshman year, back when I was just a little underdeveloped nut. But I'm a big nut now. And I do pretty big things like Overwatch 2 reviews. I want to start off with two of the characters in this game that really caught my attention, and the state of Overwatch in general, so let's get to it, starting off with this Spider-Man looking villain. Originating from that one place in Overwatch known as Nigeria, Doomfist, whose real name is Akande, was said to be able to level a skyscraper, and is also one of the main leaders of Talent, a terrorist organization group. So yeah, I guess you can say he's one pretty bad apple. Forgot to mention and main him, so I know a thing or two about the functionalities of this goofy goober. He has a grand total of 250 health and takes the role of the offensive class. Doomfist consists of a variety of attacks such as Rocket Punch, Seismic Slam, and oh wait, he's in the defensive class now. Rocket Punch was used to be able to do 100 damage on impact and a juicy 250 damage when you punch someone into a wall. So yeah, I wouldn't really want to take a fight with this fella, but that's not really the case now. Although his punches now have an area of effect, a fully whited Rocket Punch now deals about 25 damage on impact, and a tummy tickling 30 damage when punching someone into a wall. It definitely took the fear away of facing a 1v1 with Doom, and I'm no longer able to 1v3 using Doom. I'm telling you, everyone and their daddy's son could take a punch from him now. But what makes up for this? Well, in addition to being in the defensive class, Doomfist in the paws of a good Overwatch player is nearly unkillable. He has a grand total of 450 health now, and is able to gain shields when inflicting damage onto enemies, which can potentially grant him a total of 600 health, accompanied by the area of effect from his Rocket Punch, making it easier to gain shields off larger groups. Next up, let's talk about his Seismic Slam, which went from being able to do a potential of 125 damage to a flat 50 damage in Overwatch 2. But whoa, let's slow down a bit, and let's take a look at his new and improved Yo Mama Joke size radius. I'm saying this radius is the whole objective size, meaning you can now hit the entire team in front of you, adding more to the fact that it makes it easier to gain shields now. Aiming his Seismic Slam up now propels you into the air much higher, and it gives you more control. Introducing his newest ability, Power Block. It reduces 90% of incoming damage, and any damage received empowers his Rocket Punch, increasing his damage, speed, and distance by 50%. It sort of reminded me how like Black Panther's suit can pulse out energy blasts when his suit has absorbed too much kinetic energy, you know? But with that out of the way, although I was pretty bummed out about this change, I found myself getting used to him, as I learned to function him more as a tank than assault. So yeah, in other words, it's really starting to bake my cake. I guess you can say Doomfist is a good 7 out of 10 on the Hugoso-meter. Let's move on. It's time to take a look at the newest Overwatch hero, Kuriko. She originated from Kanazaka and is the newest healer in Overwatch 2. She was trained alongside Genji and Hazo by their mother when they were children, so of course it's in her to be able to climb walls. She's able to throw kunais that do 40 damage a hit at a slow projectile speed. It's pretty overwhelming and it makes it impossible for the average acorn like me to land a hit on someone like Genji or another Kuriko. But I'm telling you, getting a headshot with Kuriko is one of the best toe clenching feeling ever, as she's granted with a 3 times damage multiplier. She's also able to send out like 10 healing cards that attract onto teammates like a magnet. Pretty mid healing, but it makes up for it thanks to the attraction to teammates, and it's also fairly easy to aim, so oops. Swift Step allows you to teleport to your teammates from a certain distance and allows you to go through walls. This ability can be used to help your teammates when they happen to be in quite the pickle moment, or you can just bounce out to a teammate if you find yourself in that pickle moment. Also, please don't mind the gameplay in the background, how I just headshot the Widowmaker once and after that we just had a clown to clown situation. Please don't mind that. Oh, and don't mind this either. Yeah, don't mind that. Moving on to your next ability, Protection Suzu. It's a funny word, Suzu. Anyways, its ability description reads, upon impact, allies in the area become briefly invulnerable and are cleansed of most negative effects. And yes, I believe that's including Sin. It also removes effects such as Ana's Mimi Start and Bionic Grenade effect. This ability requires perfect timing and takes a lot of attention to sound cues because when used perfectly it can save your life thanks to the invulnerability to damage for a good second. This means that it's possible for you. Okay, something's wrong with my voice. What the heck? This means that it is possible to save yourself from D.Va's self-destruct, Cassidy's auto-aim grenade, and Reinhardt's Earth Shatter. Next up, let's talk about her ult, Katsune Rush. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Katsune Rush, not Katsune Rush. Sorry, but anyways, when activating this, she releases 20th Century's Fox Spirit, which increases attack speed, movement speed, and okay guys, take a look at this. Oh my, look at this high IQ level play. I am so good at this game. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, she increases attack speed and movement speed and reduces cooldown times on abilities for 7 seconds if you remain in the Fox's trail. This is such an amazing ultimate and would make your team win any fight if utilized correctly. Definitely one of the best ultimates out there. For Kuriko being such a good patty, I would place her at a good 7 out of 10 on the Hugoso meter, you know? By the way, I would have liked to talk about Junker Queen, but I didn't have enough time to fully immerse her as a character, and this video took way longer than I thought, so, you know, what can I say? I'm a pretty busy man. I'm gonna be honest, what I'm just saying right now is only temporary. I don't want to be another Dream situation or another faceless YouTuber on the platform of YouTube. I'm gonna show my face eventually. This is just how I'm presenting myself because I'm a little camera shy. It's like the only way. And I'm gonna be even more honest, the way I'm dressing right now, I got it from like some guy named I Do Know Nothing off YouTube. He's a pretty funny YouTuber. Is where I got most of my Marvel information from. And yeah, he inspired me to dress like this. So, you know, if he saw this video, shout out to him and thank you. I look pretty suspicious and scary, but anyways, other than that, moving on to the game itself, like I said, it's pretty much the same game, so why pick the second one out of it? Well, the obvious answer is the balloons. I mean, duh. But why change the original 6v6 to a 5v5 is my question. Like, rest in peace to the one friend in the friend group of 6. My condolences. I know how it feels. All of a sudden, this game is really harder. I catch myself losing more on Overwatch 2 than Overwatch 1. But what the heck, you know? Maybe I just... Nah, I'm not the problem. All of a sudden, I'm out here with the worst teammates alive. Not even exaggerating, I'm so sorry. But for real though, I had some game where I had like some Reaper going off on his own without any support. Like, you know, like get back, like where is he going? But you know, like what could be possibly so attractive you lose like the sense of knowing you might be responsible for your team's failure, you know? And I find myself noticing this like almost every game, and sometimes I'm the one doing this naughty deed. But hey, I'm ready to accept my punishment, and was hit with the reality that a 5v5 makes each player more essential to winning a fight, so coordination and teamwork is really going to come into play now. So I guess I can see it, but you know, still. A 6v6 was like fine for me. I don't think anyone was complaining about it, to be honest. This was not a very Hugoso decision. In conclusion, Overwatch is a pretty good game, one of the best games I ever played. But like, it's really hard to like rate Overwatch 2 any different, because in reality, it's not so different at all. So all in all, let me rate this game like I'm the newest Joe in town, and like no mentality of like a previous Overwatch 1 player. Overwatch 2 is a good 9 out of 10, and don't be afraid to use the First Amendment, and let me know what you think. It's been a real pleasure talking to little acorns, and hopefully you liked this video, because I worked really hard on it. I'll be back with another video, hopefully by the next week, hopefully. So until then, I'm signing off. Have a good day.
Make sure you fucking subscribe, alright? Just subscribe.